Okay, today's class will be image formation. Image formation in a concave mirror. Okay, image formation in a concave mirror. Okay, let us see. Suppose we will do the case number 3 today. Case 3, when the object is behind the center of curvature. When the object is behind the center of curvature. For this, first we will draw a concave reflecting surface. So let this be a concave reflecting surface. Okay. Now we will draw the principal axis. Now this is the principal axis. Suppose this one is the center of curvature. We know that focus will be midway between center of curvature and pole. Let MM dash be the aperture. So if an object is placed here, then a ray of light will pass parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. A ray of light will pass through the center of curvature, and after reflection it will pass through the same point. So where will the image be formed? See, the image will be formed at this position. If this is A, this is B, this one is A dash and this one is B dash. Okay, so first we will see that the object is behind C, and we will see about the image. Okay, first the position of the image. Okay, where is the image? The image is between C and F. So it is between C and F. Okay, now what is the size of the image? The object size is more than the size of the image. So size of the image will be diminished. That is, it is less, will be diminished. Okay, now what about the type of the image? See, the ray of light has actually met. That's why nature of the image is real. And see, A and B is upright in this case. Now it becomes inverted. It is upright, then it becomes inverted, or image type inverted. Is that clear? So the image is between C and F. The size of the image is diminished, the nature of the image is real, and the image type is inverted. Is that clear? Is it clear to all of you? Okay, next case, when the object is at the center of curvature, देखो সাপোজ আমি একটা কনকেভ রিফ্লেক্টিং সারফেসকে ড্র করেছি। ওকে, কি করেছি, একটা প্রিন্সিপাল অ্যাক্সিস এঁকেছি। ওকে, দিস ইজ আওয়ার প্রিন্সিপাল অ্যাক্সিস। মনে কর যে এই মিররটার, let the center of curvature of the mirror be here. Okay, so if the object is at the center of curvature, if the object is at the center of curvature, then what will happen? Then after reflection, if a straight parallel ray of light comes and falls on the surface, then after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, after reflection it will pass through the focus. Now when a ray of light comes and falls on the surface through the focus, it will reflect such that the ray will be parallel to the principal axis. CP is the principal axis. Now when the ray is parallel to the principal axis, this will be the image. So if I write AB, this one as the object, then B dash A dash, this one will be the image. So what do we find is that the object is at the center of curvature. The properties of image will be the position of image. See, the image is at the center of curvature. The image started from C, the object was at C, the rays came out from the object and the image was formed at C. So the position will be at C. Is that clear? Now this is the size of the object AB. Suppose AB, that is height of the object HO, equals height of the object equals 10 centimeter. See, if this is the height of the image, that is A dash B dash, height of the image will be same, that is 10 centimeter. So remember, magnification will be of same size. Magnification will be of same size. Now see, this is the object. After deflection it got inverted. So inversion, yes, it is inverted. And last thing, the rays of light actually met after deflection. So image type will be real. Okay, all of you write this one. Now when the object is between C and F, C মানে কি? C means center of curvature, F means focus. Okay, so this is the principal axis. Okay, this one is the principal axis. Now see, suppose this is the center of curvature and midway between them, suppose this is the focus. Okay, when an object is between center of curvature and focus, suppose this is the object, what will happen? A ray of light will come out of that object, it will get reflected, and the ray of light will pass straight. It will get reflected and it is not straight. The ray of light will pass straight. Let me see. Now I think this is pretty straight. Okay, the ray of light will pass straight. Now, when a ray of light comes and passes through the focus and falls on the mirror surface, then see, this will happen. It's very difficult to draw a bigger image. Anyways, we shall try doing it. Okay, so this is not actually parallel but almost close to parallel. This is not parallel but almost close to parallel. Okay, now the rays of light after reflection will pass in this way. We found out that they met here. So if this is A, this one is B, this position will be A dash. Now the object will be A dash, B dash. Okay, so what do we find here? That the object is AB and the image is A dash B dash. Sorry, I said object. The image is A dash B dash. Now, properties of the image will be properties of image. First, the position. Where is the image? The position is beyond C. Beyond C, or you can say behind C. Okay. Second is, see, this one is upright. After deflection, it got inverted. Okay. After inversion, after deflection, it got inverted. That means the image inversion, the image is inverted. Okay, next point. See, this is the object, this is the size of the object. After reflection, this is the size of the image. So the object is small, the image is big. Object is small, the image is big. So size of image, size of image is enlarged. The image is enlarged. Okay. Now, the rays of light after reflection actually met at A dash. The rays of light after reflection actually met at A dash. So, the type of image will be real. Is that clear to all of you? Next part, when the object is at F, when the object is at F means focus, when the object is at focus. Okay, let us draw the principal axis first. Now, let us draw the center of curvature. Suppose this is the center of curvature and the focus will be somewhere in between. So that this is the focus. Okay. Now, suppose the object is at F. Suppose this is the object. Okay. See, if I draw a ray of light as if it is directed towards the center of curvature, so when a ray of light will go as if aimed towards the center of curvature, then after reflection this ray of light will pass through the center of curvature. Okay. Now, when a ray of light will come out parallel to the principal axis, when a ray of light will come out parallel to the principal axis, then after deflection these ray of lights will move, then after reflection these rays of light will move parallel to each other. After reflection these rays of light will move parallel to each other. Okay. Now, when the rays of light has moved parallel to each other, see, where will the image be formed? See, they will move to infinity. When the rays of light will move parallel to each other, they will move to infinity. Now, this is the object AB. Where will the image be? The image will be somewhere at infinity. I don't know where they will actually form the image. Okay, they will be somewhere at infinity, but I don't know where they will actually form the image, because as seeing from the diagram it seems like they will never meet. Okay, so what happened? Two rays came out from this point. After deflection they went parallel to each other. The properties of image properties. See, first property is, first property is the most important property. What is the size of the image? We cannot say the size of the image because we don't know where this image will actually form. We are saying it will form at infinity, but we don't actually know where it will form. So if it forms somewhere behind this, it will be much bigger. If it forms at infinity, it will be infinitely big. So what is the size of the image? Infinity. Or we can say highly magnified. We can say highly magnified. Okay, size of the image highly magnified. Now, what is the nature of the image? What is the nature of the image? See, if the image is actually formed, then these two rays will meet and form the image. Now, if it is formed at infinity, then the rays will meet, and if the rays meet, then the image will always be real. Is that clear? Okay. what is the position? What is the position of the image? Position. See, if the image is formed, the image will be formed at infinity. If the image is formed, it will be formed at infinity. Now we have already learned the size. So the size is infinity. That means if I say about magnification, it will be highly magnified. Okay. Now next case, when the object is between F and P. Objectটা কোথায়? Objectটা is in between F and P. First কাজই হচ্ছে concave mirrorটাকে এঁকে ফেলা. So we will first draw the concave mirror. Okay. When the object is between F and P, this is P. So what we will do? What we will do? We will just draw a line passing through P. That is the principal axis. We will draw the principal axis first. Okay. Now let this one be focus, and this is the center of curvature. Okay. Where is my object? My object is somewhere between F and P. Understand it properly. A ray of light will come out from the object. Now a parallel ray of light after reflection will pass through the focus, right? After deflection, a parallel ray of light will pass through the focus. Okay. Now if a ray of light is directed towards the center of curvature, if a ray of light is directed towards the center of curvature, what will I see? It will go in that direction. Now after reflection, it will retrace the path, and after retracing the path, it will move back passing through the center of curvature. Okay, it will move back passing through the center of curvature. Okay. Now what we will see, we can extend both of them. Okay, we can extend both of them, right? If we extend both of them, they meet at this point virtually. Now if they meet at this point virtually, then we can draw a virtual image at this point. Okay, so if this is A, this is B, this one will be A dash, this one will be B dash, right? So what do we see? that if the object is between focus and pole, the image is formed behind the mirror. The image is formed behind the mirror. Okay? And the image is large and the image is virtual. This is the main thing. This is the main thing, that the image is virtual. The image is virtual. Okay, this is the main thing, the image is virtual. Now, properties of image. Properties of image. First we will do the position of the image. Position of the image. See, the image is behind the mirror, so it is behind the mirror. Okay. Next, this is the object, this is the image. So the image is larger than the object. So what is the size of the image? The image is enlarged. The image is enlarged. Okay, what is the type of image? See, the rays didn't actually meet. The reflected portion, if we extend them backward, they met. That is, the type of image is virtual. Now, one more thing you must take into account: the inversion of image. The inversion of image. See, A is at the upward direction, right? This is the object. A dash is also at the upward direction. A is at the upward direction. A dash is also at the upward direction. Okay? Both of them are at the upward direction. Both of them are at the upward direction. That means it is not inverted, it is erect. This is a very important point. This is a very important point. Okay, you must keep these two important points along with enlarged. This will create the difference between concave mirror and convex mirror for the same type of image formation. Okay, so very important point, all of you write this down. Okay, image formation in a convex mirror. See what is happening. Suppose I am drawing a convex surface. See, you take one thing in mind. My convex surface is so big. I am drawing a big convex reflecting surface. We all know that this one will be pole. If this is the focus, this one will be the center of curvature. Okay, let us now extend this point a little bit more distance. Okay, now what is magical in this is that we can take the object anywhere in front of the mirror, anywhere in front. Suppose I am taking the object here. Okay, I am taking the object here. Now let me draw the object first. Suppose this one is my object. See, I have taken the object pretty big. Can you see that? I have taken the object pretty big. The objects that I have taken in concave mirror are small. In convex mirror, to draw this, I have taken the object big, because if you take a big object, it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. Now, when a ray of light will come parallel to the principal axis. We know that it will pass in a direction such that the ray of light will be along this side. Okay, it will look as if the rays of light are coming out from the focus. So if a ray of light comes parallel to the principal axis, it will pass along the line and away from the focus. So we can extend the reflected portion so that it will meet at F. Done? Okay. Now this is the tricky thing. Now you may be thinking Sarah has gone mad. No, I have not gone mad. I am just aligning because it's a very big, okay, it will be a problem for me to draw. Okay, I am just aligning. Suppose a ray has come in this direction. Now how is it directed? It will pass through the center of curvature. If a ray of light comes in this direction, it will pass through the center of curvature. Okay, it will pass through the center of curvature, right? Now how will it look? If it comes in this direction, how will it look? Wait, let me draw it clearly. If it comes in this direction, how it will happen? If it comes towards the center of curvature, it will reflect back along the same line. And what do? We actually extend the reflected portion backwards. Okay. Now they met virtually in this point. So our image will be virtual and our image will be here. Okay. Now if this is A and this one is B, this one will be A dash and this one will be B dash. Is that clear? See, the image that we have got is a virtual image. The image that we have got is a virtual image. So properties of the image. Properties of the image. First is, what is the position of the image? See, the position of the image is behind the mirror. It is behind the mirror. The position of the image is behind the mirror. Now, what is the size of the image? See, object is this big, image is this small. Object is big, image is small. So size of the image diminished. Okay, keep this in mind. The last 3 points are very important. Size of the image, it is diminished. Okay. Is the image erect? Yes. A is at the top portion, A dash is also at the top portion. So is the image erect? That is inversion? No, the image is not inverted. The image is erect. Now, what is the type of the image? See, the rays actually didn't meet. We extended the rays backward and the extended portions met. That means, what is the type of image formed? It is virtual. The type of image is virtual. Now, we must understand these 3 points. 1, 2 and 3. Out of these 2 are most important points. See, we have also got a virtual image in concave mirror. We have got a virtual image in convex mirror also. Then what is the difference? What is the difference? The concave mirror form the image bigger than the object. Concave mirror, the previous case, formed the image bigger than the object. Remember, it was here. And the convex mirror formed the image smaller than the object. This is the main difference. So for the virtual image formed, the main difference will be this point. This is the main difference. In one case it will be larger, in one case it will be smaller. The smaller than the object will be convex, larger than the object will be the previous case we have done, that is concave. And what is the position of the object? What is the position of the object? See, you can keep the object anywhere you think, anywhere in front of the mirror. If you keep the object here, you keep the object there, you keep the object anywhere in front of the mirror, it will be formed between focus and pole. Is it clear? And not only behind the mirror and between F and P behind the mirror. Okay, behind the mirror and between F and P. So where will be the object? The position of object. The position of object will be anywhere in front of the mirror, anywhere in front of the mirror. So in convex, as the image position is not dependent on the place where you keep the object in front of the mirror, so we can get only one type of diagram in convex mirror. Only a single type of diagram is possible in convex mirror. Is the idea clear? All of you write this down. Okay, now we will do some applications of concave mirror. Okay, applications of concave mirror. देखो, applications of concave mirror. देखो, suppose you need to produce a parallel beam of ray. You are using a torchlight, and what do you do in a torchlight? Suppose this is your torchlight. You have a bulb placed somewhere in between the torchlight, and there you have a concave reflecting surface. Okay, so what happens? You get a parallel beam of light from the torchlight. Now how do you get that? For that, suppose this is the focus, this is the center of curvature of this concave mirror. What do you do is that you place a bulb at the focus, and we know whenever light comes out from a bulb, it passes parallel to the principal axis. So when light comes out from the bulb, it will pass parallel to the principal axis. So it will pass parallel to the principal axis. This one will also pass parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so what are we getting? We are getting a parallel beam of ray. So it is used in reflector of torchlights. Okay, this is one of the uses of concave mirror. We will do another use number 2. Suppose this one is your teeth. Okay, this one is your teeth. This one is your teeth. This is the inside of your mouth. Okay, this one is your teeth. Can you imagine this as the inside of your mouth? your teeth is like this, and these are your gums. These are your gums. Okay, and this is the inside of this one is your tongue. Is that clear? So this is the inside of your mouth. You can imagine it in this way. Now suppose a dentist has to see what is the problem at this position. A dentist has to see what is the problem at this position. How will the dentist see that? How will he see that? See, in that case he has to keep a mirror very close to this position, and he will place his eye here, and he will directly look at the mirror to understand what is happening here. Okay, now remember, if this is a concave mirror, the dentist's mirror is also a concave mirror. Okay, what does he do? Suppose this is the focus, and this one is the pole. He will place your teeth in between focus and pole. So if this is the mirror, suppose the focus of the mirror is here. Okay, suppose the focus of the mirror, this is the principal axis. Suppose the focus of the mirror is here. Now where is your teeth? This one will be the pole, this one will be the pole. Your teeth is in between focus and pole. Okay, what happens? You will see a virtual image, and your teeth will appear larger to him. Okay, now suppose your teeth is having a problem here. What will he see? He will see the problem in the magnified form. Clear? That is why dentist's mirror is a concave mirror where the teeth is kept between focus and pole. So this is the second application. The second application is reflection in a dentist's mirror. Okay, reflection in a dentist's mirror. So we have done the applications of concave mirror. Now we will do the applications of convex mirror. Applications of convex mirror. See, convex mirror. Applications of convex mirrors. What happens in a convex mirror? See, what do we do? Suppose you have a street lamp. Suppose this one is your street lamp. Okay, now you have a bulb attached here. What will be your purpose? You have to attach something here so that the rays after reflection will cover a large area. Okay, that means it has to cover a large area. That means the rays has to diverge. The rays has to diverge. How will you do that? Suppose this one is your convex reflecting surface. Okay, now if you place the bulb anywhere in front of the surface, what will happen? Rays will come out from the bulb and it will get reflected. Rays will come out from the bulb and it will get reflected. Okay, rays will come out and it will get reflected. So we can use a convex reflecting surface in reflector of a street lamp. We can use it as reflector of a street lamp. Now this is one use of convex mirror. Now we will do another use of convex mirror. Now this one is interesting. We have all heard about rear view mirrors. Rear view mirror. What are rear view mirror? Suppose you have a bike. You see that there are two mirrors at the two ears as the two ears of a bike, right? There are two mirrors as two ears of a bike. What do? We look at the mirror, we can see a whole big incident in that mirror. We can see a lot of view in that mirror. But if we look directly backward, we won't be able to see that. We can only see that if that rear view mirror is possible. Otherwise, we cannot see that. That means, what is done? Suppose this one is a plane mirror. Suppose this one is a convex mirror used as a rear view mirror. Okay. Now what will happen? Suppose you place your eye at the center. In this case also, suppose you place your eye here. Okay. Now what will happen in this case? In the first case, the rays of light will come from different directions and it will reach your eye. Now what is the field of view? See, this is known as field of view. That is the total thing that you can actually see is your field of view. So this one is your field of view. Now you look at a convex mirror. What will happen? Suppose if you take the same gap, rays will come from a farther distance. Okay, rays will come from a farther distance. What does that mean? It means that this one will cover a larger field of view, and a larger field of view means we can see larger things behind. That is, we can see a lot of more things with a more field of view. We can see this side, we can see this side, but in this one, as it is having a lesser field of view, we will be able to see less things. So if there is a track in this position, we can also see that, but if there is a track in this position, we won't be able to see that. Okay, so we have got the idea about the applications of a convex and concave mirror. Okay, write this down everybody.